Okay. So, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. About our EMAS Teacher Training Academy and our Innovators Educators Club. Okay. Welcome to EMAS Teacher Training Academy, a global platform dedicated to transferring educators into leaders, innovators, and change makers. For over 5 years, EMAS has been empowering teachers through international standard programs, workshops, and leaderships, initiatives that blend professional excellence with human values. At EMAS, we believe that true education begins with transformation of mindset, method, and mission. Our academy continues to inspire thousands of teachers to teach with purpose, empathy, and innovation. We also take pride in introducing the Innovators Educators Club, a dynamic community under EMAS that connects passionate educators who strive to bring creativity, collaboration, and 21st century skills into their classrooms. The club serves as a platform for sharing ideas, exploring new teaching strategies, and celebrating innovation in education. Together, EMAS and the Innovators Educators Club are shaping the future of education, one inspired teacher at a time. About our director, Ms. Sayyeda Afsha Afreen, founder and director of EMAS Teacher Training Academy, is an international certified trainer over 20 years of experience in education. She holds multiple degrees: BCA, MA in psychology, MA in public personal management, MEd, diploma, and PG diploma in ECCE, along with several international certifications. She has trained and transformed over 10,000 teachers globally, working with leading organizations and universities. Her initiatives, the Innovators Educators Club, Learning and Development Club, Smart Parenting Circle, and School Development Program, reflect her vision of holistic growth for educators, students, and parents alike. Under her leadership, EMAS continues to empower teachers with the motto Transforming Educators, Transforming Education. Her vision is to build compassionate, skilled, and future ready educators who teach with love, purpose, and innovation. A recipient of several national and international awards for excellence in education and leadership. Sayyida Shafreen stands as a true inspiration, a leader shaping the educators of tomorrow. Welcome to today's enlightening webinar, Teach with Love and Wisdom, the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's way. In a world where education often focuses on intellect, this session reminds us of the heart of true teaching: compassion, patience, and purpose. The Prophet ﷺ was not only the greatest leader but also the most inspiring teacher whose every word and action carried deep wisdom and love for humanity. Today, we will explore how educators can reflect his timeless principles in modern classrooms, guiding, nurturing, and transforming lives with kindness and understanding. So, stay with us. We journey together to rediscover the art of teaching the prophetic way. Now, it is our privilege to welcome our esteemed speaker, Miss Nasreen Fatima, an accomplished educationist with a distinguished academic background: BSc, BEd, MBRSC, SC, MA English Literature, and MEd. She is the principal, secretary, and correspondent of Neo Rosary Nursery, KG, and High School, secretary of Nation Builders Academy, joint director of Telangana Science Fair, director of NEIEA, New Equitable and Innovative Educational Association, and joint director of AMEI, Association of Minority Educational Institutions. A passionate author and visionary, Miss Fatima has published several works, including English language program for school students and a creative approach to learning pedagogy for kindergarten. With her dedication to innovation, collaboration, and holistic education, she continues to inspire teachers and learners alike. Let us warmly welcome Miss Nasreen Fatima, a true nation builder and an educator who embodies the values of love, wisdom, and service.
Thank you so much, beta. What's your name? Farhina.
Farina. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Farina. What are you doing, ma? Are you also in the education line?
Yeah, I am studying right now. I am in degree second year BA Psychology.
Okay, very good. So, for choosing this noble profession, and I'm so glad to be a part of EMAS educational group today, and to share
Thank you so
my
much, ma'am.
expertise or whatever I'm doing it in my school. So, to begin with, I just wanted to know about my audience. Are our audience ready for an interactive session? They can unmute themselves and speak in between. Farina, is it possible?
No, ma'am, they don't have the option to unmute themselves.
But once if they raise the hands, will you be able to unmute them?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So, ma'am, we just want until and unless it's very not
Uh,
interactive. Yes.
Actually, I have to like transfer them into panelists so that they can raise their hands, then they can unmute themselves. They can
Okay.
just raise their hand if they are in attendees.
Okay, okay, please. So if you can just see those whoever are ready, because until and unless it's not interactive, I will not be in a position to understand what we are exactly doing it and are they understanding it or not.
Okay.
So to begin with, so dear yes, ma'am. Yes, madam. Gajanan, madam, and Hamida, ma'am. Walaikum salam. So, ma'am, we want you to be very interactive and ask questions in between. You can even raise your any queries, anything in between, if you have. So, to begin with, I would like to just share a video with you all, and then I want your reflections on this video. I can share my video, right, Farhin? Farina?
Yes, ma'am, you can share.
Share, I think I must. And can you all hear her, ma'am? Or the sound is enabled?
We can hear you, ma'am.
Me, but this video, from the video also you can hear.
No.
So I think we need to click on this. So can you please see whether, uh, is it enabled? Because there are so many options here, which I don't know whether. Please, audience, put me in the chat box if you are able to hear this video. Now, please tell me if you can hear this.
Should be changed. This is very, very crucial in order to change
Yes,
the
ma'am,
whole.
the voice is audible, but the video is
And the
not.
whole world is a jungle because people are educated. Educational system
Yes, can you hear this video?
Yes, ma'am, the video is audible, but we cannot see anything on the screen. Like the video is not visible.
Video is not visible, but sound you can get.
Yeah.
In this options for share computer, sound is there, no? So in that, do I have to take as mono or stereo? Now just tell me, please.
should be changed. This is very, very crucial in order.
Now can you see both video and audio?
No, only the or voice is audible. We cannot see the video.
So you can see only the voice. So hide video panel. It's what is there? Optimize video sharing. Now you tell me. Now can you?
No, only we can see a black screen.
Acha, okay, let me share again. Now can you?
Yes, ma'am, now the video is visible. Once you started.
Educational system should be changed. This is very, very.
Audio is also there. Is audio there, ma?
The audio is also audible and the video is also visible.
Both are there. Okay, thank you.
Educational system should be changed. This is very, very crucial in order to change the whole world. And the whole world is a jungle because people are educated in a very bad way. And we receive pseudo-knowledge and not real knowledge. What is real knowledge? Is knowledge that make us better human beings, better physicians, better technicians, better lawyers. But when you look at the world, you see that every profession exploits the people. Doctors exploit the patients and take their money. Lawyers exploit you and take. So that's patriarchy and that's class and that's capitalism. Everybody is fighting for money and for their own interest. We are not educated in a sense that we help each other and revolt together for our liberation. No. We have to re-educate ourselves.
So this is what the video was all about. So I just wanted to ask my audience, would anybody would like to give their reflections on this video? What do you think this video talks about? Our education system. If the participants are raising hands, please unmute them. So Arpita says, quality of right kind of education, essence. So what is that which is missing in our education system? Hamida say we should try to become good human being. So Hamida, do you think that we are not giving rise to human beings, good human beings? Yes, Hina, empathy is required very much. So is our education system lacking in these areas? Change the old system of education into proper education to present generation. Okay, so, for the present generation, everybody, every educationist nowadays, do you all agree with this where you say, ki, somebody has raised the hand. Whose hand is this? Is it mine? So, everybody feels that education system has to be changed. And what is that? We talk about learning that takes place when a teacher is teaching. So what is the main organ in our body that is responsible for learning? Can you please send your messages? Brain. Okay, Hina says brain. Every one of you agree that is it a brain that is responsible for learning, or any other organ that is responsible? Heart. Okay, Hamida says heart is also required. Okay. So brain and heart, are these the two organs that are responsible for learning? Body language. Okay. Then Arpita, what else do you think is responsible for learning? Brain, heart, almost all organs are involved. Yes. Every organ is involved. Yeah, there are kindness, there are different types of learners, and where every organ in our body is supposed to be involved in learning. But what are we doing is our education system is using only brain and hands. So only we are using brain, heart, and hand, somebody say. But heart is generally not in our curriculum, in our syllabus. Nowhere we have seen that how to get heart also involved, how to make a passionate learner, or the one who can learn with heart also. So let us see if we can go back to this. Can you see my screen? Is
Yes,
my
ma'am.
visible? Yeah. So in today's session, how can we involve our heart? So I was talking about prophetic ways, but I would say that there are so many, everybody from every religion. India is a multilingual, multi-religious country. So we have got, and everybody knows it very well, that all religions teach the same. Everyone talks about compassion and kindness, truthfulness, honesty and truthfulness, love and respect for all, forgiveness, justice and fairness, humility, service to others. So, is our education system teaching this? Is it teaching or not? So what I am doing is I am just talking about in our institutions, because we cater to most of the Muslim minority students. We are teaching them how can we bring prophetic ways and wisdom. He was a great teacher, and in those days all his students were raised with the values, with compassion, and they were very honest and truthful, and they had respect and love for all. They were forgiving, they had justice and fairness, and we find a lot of humility, and they loved serving. Either it is Hinduism, Islam, Christianity, whichever is the religion, all the religions teach the same. So now I am just talking about inculcating wisdom in my classroom using prophetic ways. But others are also welcome to share if they are using something from their religion that could help inculcating these values in the classrooms. And this is me already. Afreen has given my introduction and talked about me, what am I and what I'm doing. So coming to the session, what will we doing? Can somebody tell me, if I want to inculcate some habits, either I say that honesty, truth, and truthfulness. So, what is the right age in which we can inculcate these habits among the students? Guess, can you please guess the age and tell me what is the right age? 0 to 7, yes, Hina. Hina ma'am has said very rightly, 0 to 7 is the age when we can inculcate all these habits. But can we inculcate these habits? To inculcate these habits among the students, who all are responsible to do so? all the stakeholders, very right question. Parents, teachers, and society. When you say stakeholders, that is, it involves everybody. So until and unless, there isn't a culture where the parents, teachers, and the stakeholders includes your community. We call our schools as the community schools. So is it being seen in the community, and are we able to form a culture so that we can inculcate, or these habits are what do you say, right from in 0 to 7 years of a child? Because you say that raising one child takes the whole village, is a very popular educationist who has given this I should say phrase, where they say that a single child, if he has to be raised, the whole village has to get involved into it. So how are the people behaving? Because he's such a observant, and 0 to 7 years is an age where very quickly, even we can learn so much from them at that age. So they are absorbing everything that they see in their surroundings. So can anybody tell me, what do we have to do in order to make sure that all the stakeholders, all the people involved in educating the children, like Hina has said, that is the parents, teachers, and community also, or the stakeholders, everybody who are involved. So what do we have to do so that everybody participates into it? What should be our strategy so that whatever we want to inculcate in a child, that should be inculcated among, it should start from the school management, higher authorities, principals, teachers, parents, students, and anybody who is interacting and coming inside the school has to get these qualities. Until and unless we are not doing that, we cannot bring any change. So, which skill? Can anybody tell me here, which is the skill that is required? We've got in the chat box pedagogy, assessments. Before doing all that, because as I have told you, it is a global problem, and I've shared a video with you. That video talks about this global problem throughout the globe. We are finding this. So to change this, what are we supposed to do? If I change it in my school with 400 to 500 students, will I be able to bring the change in the whole globe? No, it's not possible. Then what should we do? Yes, I have put the seed, and by the time the tree is grown, majority is there who are there ready to destroy that tree, destruct that tree, because they were ignorance. So how are we going to? What are we going to see? Is it not visible? Is my PPT not visible? Okay, let me share again.
Yes, ma'am, it's not visible.
Is this some internet issue? I think. Now is it visible?
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay. So what do we have to do? There is one skill which NEP, New Education Policy, is also talking about. Can anybody tell me what is that skill that is required if we want to change the system globally? Practice, yes, Hina, that is very important. We have to practice what we are. Inclusive education, yes, inclusive education is for all. And for that, before, the policy makers, it's very important that they collaborate. All the policy makers collaborate with each other. So how can we bring, this was how in the prophetic days also, so many 1400 years ago, the same thing was happening. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam talks a lot about connecting with each other. He used to travel, go to different places to connect with the people and wanted to explain about his objectives. How can we connect with each other? What are the class observations and judgments? Am I able to connect to myself? Can we create a shared mission and vision for the schools? Can we create a culture of trust and a shared vision? And what is learning versus knowing? We all are learning, but are we knowing also what we are learning? And can we develop self-leadership, leadership at school level and leadership at group level? So these were few of the ideas with which we started. And then, what is Quran? Most of the messages that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has got is from Quranic verses. He used to get them in the form of wahi, or you call it a message, and then that he was translating it to the people. So if you see Surah Maida, ayat 2, that talks about how does cooperation. You talk about this cooperative skill, cooperation. How is this collaboration or the cooperation works when, the whole system has to change globally, the culture has to change. So for that, righteousness and piety is required, but do not cooperate in sin and aggression. So an educated person will be a right person to select the right choices. Where do you have to cooperate and where you don't have to cooperate? And it encourages working together in cooperation irrespective of the differences. We may be having religious differences, but all the religions show the same thing. Kindness and compassion is told everywhere. Every religion talks about honesty and trustworthiness, truthfulness. So irrespective of these differences, we can have a righteous goal with all of us as a shared goal. So it cautions against collaboration in wrongdoing. This ayat, wrongdoing, please don't collaborate for wrongdoing, but it reinforces directly for the noble causes. And it applies across communities, groups, or individuals with different backgrounds. So keeping this into, into consideration, we had an organization called CreateNet and RISE. So we started thinking about it. We had a lot of brainstorming sessions. After that, we around 10 principals, like-minded principals throughout India, were selected, and we stayed in a Valley School in Bangalore. And then we came up with that shared vision, what we are supposed to. And then we came back and we visited various schools, and whoever likes our vision and would like to share it in the school, and how can they inculcate values. So we disseminated all those informations among the schools in Hyderabad. You can just see this video, what all we have done during our visit to Valley School.
खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मत कहो खुदा से मेरी मुश्किलें बड़ी हैं, ये मुश्किलों से कह दो मेरा खुदा बड़ा है। आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, आती है आंधियाँ तो कर उनका खैर मकदम, तूफान से ही तो लड़ने खुदा ने तुझे गढ़ा है। ये मत कहो
Yes, hello.
Because the song is playing, we will receive a copyright issue from YouTube.
Acha, you
It
don't
would be
want this?
great. Yeah,
Acha,
it would be great
so
if you
shall I
mute
mute
the
it?
song. Yeah,
Okay, okay.
thank you.
So then ultimately, this is how. Now, would you like to have any questions regarding this? Would you like to know anything about it, participants? Any queries or the questions? Afrin, I'm not able to see anything in the chat box. So, is there any questions in the chat box, or shall I continue? Please do let me know.
Yes, ma'am, you can continue.
Okay. So, after that, we just came with this, what does Surah Baqarah, Ayat 269 talks about? He says that he grants wisdom to whom he will, and whoever has been granted wisdom has certainly been given much good. So, we have to always seek, you have a knowledge, but wisdom is how you can apply it. So then we come up with learning never stops, and wisdom helps us refine our methods. Growth comes from understanding and actions. So what are we supposed to do? So when we started talking about it with the group of what are the actual issues what we are facing in our school, and what are the causes of it, and what should be our action steps. Thus, we found out that there are so many students, everybody were talking about, we were facing problems, behavioral issues in the classroom, and class management was very difficult. Then, we started you were doing action research in the class, and after different methods and research, we found out that the students who are very mischievous in the class are those either they know everything, they have learned and came, or those who are lacking the basics. So now we just understood those who know everything, how to engage them with the stretch activities. But what shall we do with the students who are not with the classroom, not with the standards? They lack basics, and which is making all these troubles in the class, leading to indisciplined classrooms. So then, and if you look at the national education policy, it also talks about fundamental numeracy and literacy. If the basics are very good in fundamental numeracy and literacy, then surely we will be able to bring this the other subjects. If a child is good has got good command in English language, then other languages like Urdu, Hindi, Telugu, what all are the other languages that are there in the school, can be incorporated and he can learn them himself. So at least if we can, he has got good basics in one language, learning other languages will become very easy for him. And at the same time, arithmetic skills. So that's how we started working on them. And then this were the results we got. We had a checklist where, what should the leaders, school leaders are the one who will be doing it, so that the teachers learn, and then the teachers will be doing it and students are learning from there. So how can we have, so we developed assigned different grades and finalized the WhatsApp groups for the parents. We chose the students, we did baseline tests, conducted baseline tests, and found out that there are so many. In the first year, we found there were around um, 200 plus students who were having these basics problems. And now, after giving them the right type of leveling and guidance, now we have come to a stage where now we have got only 79 students on whom we are working this academic year. So, and this has helped us a lot, a positive impact we could see in students. And then we developed separate groups for classwork. This is all we have done it on the WhatsApp, so that we have got many first generation learners and the students coming from a background where they may not be able to afford, they may not be having computers or laptops at home, but of course everybody is having a smartphone. So how can we make use a phone as a means of learning, communication, and for education? So we created all these, and where we were continuously I should say following up with those students in these groups to make sure that learning happens. And then the teacher role was only to create groups online, and then students roles were defined, what should be this daily role of a teacher and the student's role. And then there is an organization called ESSER that has designed a very good baseline test methodology, from which after conducting these tests we would come to know at what level are the students, and in English as well as in numeracy. And then we had schools, we just collaboration. How could collaboration help? So at that time, all 10 principals, we sat together, because you need large data and different brainstorming sessions we had, and we came up with the resources that could help, and how could experiential learning within the limited infrastructure of our schools, how can we collaborate and provide all this by sharing? And then we could see the sea change in the students. Our students started taking part in science fairs, and they were even selected in the at the national level. And one of our batch student has also created, through this science fair, through the research, he has come up with an idea, how can mosquitoes be controlled in Toli Chowki area. He took up that area, and he has successfully shown that how can we use natural methods to stop mosquito breeding, and without using harmful elements, like we are using in our homes. Generally we are using, what do you call that, there are some liquids we use, isn't it, which are harmful for our lungs. So without that, how can we have natural remedies, natural ways of controlling the mosquito breeding? And then you can see in the picture, our students, Dharmender sir, who is the district science officer, who has awarded our children. And then there were very good how to grow organic food fertilizers also, they took part into it. And here you can see Rohini madam, our district education officer, who has and I think there are around 2 schools only, private schools in Hyderabad. that were recognized throughout the Telangana, who were recognized for their project in Wipro on the conservation of natural resources. So then networking, problem solving issue, how can schools become a partners in problem solving and address all these issues were taken care of. And then, we recognized after that, what we have found out, a greater part of Indian students are those who have no um, access to education. And then you said that in this young age, when they are becoming laborers or are made to what do you say, exposed to various crimes. And this is also an age where even they are going through 0 to 7 years of age, and where they are not getting proper education. So how can we provide proper education? So we adopted few orphanages and the places where we can reach and educate them. Especially we did all this work during the pandemic time. So you can see how our interactive online classes we were taking in these orphanages.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. सुभान अल्लाह अक्सा, कितनी अच्छी तरीके से बोला अक्सा ने, माशाल्लाह, वेरी गुड अक्सा, वेरी वेरी गुड.
So thus if you say Surah Baqarah 177, it says righteousness is not that you turn your faces towards the east or west, but righteousness is that one believes in Allah, the last day, the angels, the book, the prophets, and gives wealth in spite of love for it to relatives, orphans, the needy, the travelers, those who ask for, and for freeing slaves. So this we would try to see that how best we can practice before we preach them. And then you can even see this, if this video can play. So we made a very interactive and interesting.
क्या आएगा? 7, 8, अरे 9. वेरी गुड. अब 80, 81, 82, 83. Very good, very good.
And then, we were even giving them this online question papers also made. How can we do their assessments? And we got very good results. And what we had seen, the students were disinterested. We started with our problem statement, and the challenges we were facing were there was no positive classroom climate, and we had many first generation learners who were lacked the understanding because of the poor basics. So this was the problem by which we started. And what happened was this, how was this affecting? Is they were disinterested and there was a lot of absenteeism, and this created a negative classroom climate, and teachers' time is more focused in managing the behavioral issues rather than teaching. So when we intervene, this is our interventions were, we worked with foundational literacy and numeracy, analyzing the levels of the students. Proper child-centered resources were used, and we collaborated with the institutions with similar problems to get resources. And Allocate is one of the organizations that has helped us with the detailed research and provided us with resources. And for every day we are allocating 145 minutes period for foundational literacy and numeracy, that is teaching at right level. And the impact, we could see a very good impact into it. If you see in classes 4 to 6, it has shown 60% students who became interactive in the class. And in 7 to 10, there were 40%, because, still this for 4 to 6 students has shown very, because primarily they were in the stage where they were learning basics. So we could see very good result there. But 7 to 10 also showed 40% interactive classes, and they were showing interest in the class. And if you look at the quantitative data, numeracy, an average 18% increase in numeracy classes, and 7% increase in literacy classes. And attendance also improves. Once they are started understanding it, attendance also improved to 40%, and students become more participative in co-curricular activities. So our future plans were, these were our future plans, so that we could carry forward this and keep working on it. And that's how we did it. Any questions, or anybody would like any type of queries or help or anything, they are most welcome to ask. So am I audible? So Farhina, is there any, I think this is a question answer time given now.
Yes, ma'am. If the participants have any queries or any questions, you can just type in the chat box, or if you want yourself to unmute, let me know.
Yes, please. Tarannum Fatima has given us to elaborate. So elaborate in which area you want me to elaborate, Tarannum?
Participants, if you have any questions, type it in the chat box.
Ma'am, how to handle basic fundamentals with first generation learners? Yeah, Hina ma'am, a very good question. First generation learners. What we have done with the first generation learners is, they have, it is important that we have to educate even the parents for the first generation. So, and they are so busy in working, and they themselves doesn't have value system, because it was not inculcated to them. So we developed an app, and a 15-minute app. We told them ki, you just, okay, you don't know anything how to learn, but you have to just sit with your child for 15 minutes and make sure that your child is using right, because once a mobile is given, we don't know where the children will go. So they just had to work as a gatekeepers, like a goalkeepers or a gatekeepers, so that they do not deviate, and they are on the right material using on the phones. So that is how. But and we made our audios and videos so interactive and interesting that even a first generation parent can also learn from it. So that's how we made parents sit with the children for 15 minutes, which was helping both parents and children get thorough with their fundamentals. You are welcome, Hina.
So, does any other participants have any questions? You may ask, or we will end the session. I don't think anyone has any questions. So
Okay.
let us end the session. Thank you so much, Miss Nasreen, ma'am, for your delightful session. Let us come to an end.
So thank you so much, Imas, for the opportunity, and let's make sure that we keep sharing knowledge from each other for
Yes,
our
ma'am. I
our
hope to
organization.
see you in our upcoming sessions also.
Inshallah, definitely, Farina. And I would also like you all to invite to my school also once, so that we share and learn from each other.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you
Thank you
so
once
much.
again. Thank you.
Okay, everyone, you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more sessions, more webinars. Thank you so much.